Hey guys! Senior citizens in Japan are sort of world famous for staying active into old age, aren't they? And it is really common to see 70, 80, 90-year-old people riding around on motor scooters and motorbikes and bicycles and all that sort of stuff. I know one lady is 80 something and turned up one night with a black eye. When we asked what happened to her, she said she fell off a bicycle, which I thought was pretty cool actually. But of course they do get to a point where it's a bit too difficult for them to do the bicycle bike thing, and a lot of them switch to these things, and they're really, really common. You see them all over the place. I don't really know what the law is, but it's pretty flex. Some of them have number plates on them, some of them don't. But you see them driving on the road, and you see them driving on the footpath, and they're just everywhere. And people tend to treat them with lots of respect and give them lots of room. But it's really incredible. I mean, people have, really senior citizens cruising around in these things all over the place. So it's great to see. They're out and about and doing their thing, and they're independent and looking after themselves. But yeah, it's a phenomenon. That's why I've made a video about it, because it's something that, spend a little bit of time in Japan and you'll be saying, oh yeah, there's those those bikes. Four wheels and three wheels seems to be the go. But check this guy out in the countryside. Like he was actually really out in the countryside there. He'd ridden a long way on that thing, and he's got his little carrier there at the back. Look, carrying his walking stick. How cool's that? And you'll see that too. They'll have little holders there with their umbrellas or walking sticks or stuff. How cool is this guy? Check him out. He's got one arm on his armrest there, and he's out cruising. I think it's really great. I think it's really good. They're out doing their thing. Independent. They don't need someone to come pick them up and drive them somewhere. And this is funny. I went to this doctor's surgery, and there was a whole bunch of them parked out the front. Looked like the bikers were in town. So here's an old guy parked in his shed after a day out on his bike, on his four-wheel bike. Poor old fella. Look at him sitting there. So this is how they work, just for those that mechanically minded people who are curious. There's a off, on, and on with lights button, and then you pick your speed from 1 kilometre an hour up to 6 kilometres an hour. If you're feeling like a wild man, you can go up to 6 kilometres an hour there. And you forward and reverse. And you've got the horn. Get out of my way. And left and right. And then just squeeze back on this to make it go. Unfortunately, this one, the battery was cactus, because it's been sitting there for 7 years in the old guy's shed. Hasn't been ridden, so the battery's no good. Couldn't go anywhere on it, unfortunately. Anyway. So yeah, that's the phenomenon. If you come to Japan, you'll see that. More videos coming soon.